analysis. Back to the studio here. And finally, imagine how it feels to meet your classmates again 40 years after leaving secondary school. This feeling radiated at the government high school, Ilorin, Kwara State, when our own Babajide Kolade-Otitoju and his old school classmates reunited 40 years after leaving secondary school. TVC News correspondent Ibrahim Alege, who equally attended the school, tells us more.
Formerly known as Ilorin College, Ilorin, the present-day government high school, Adita Ilorin, Kwara State, was established by the first lawyer in northern Nigeria, the late Abdul Ghani Folonsho Abdul Razak, in 1967. Incidentally, his son, Abdul Rahman Abdul Razak, is now the governor of Kwara State. The school was taken over by the government in 1976 and was renamed Government High School, Adita Ilorin. Sitting on a 50 hectares of land, the premises now houses 4 schools, including the federal government smart school constructed on the field of Government High School. 40 years after graduation, the 1983 classmates of Government High School, Adita Ilorin, are back in school. They are dressed in the school's uniform, a reminiscence of their days in GHS Ilorin. It's a period to throw banters and relive old memories. Beyond speeches and lectures, some of their old teachers who are still alive are honored. Ajia Munira Alawo was a very tough vice principal in 1983. Today, our effort is appreciated.
I feel fulfilled because it's not, what is important is the end result. When I was having that disciplinary approach, to handling students, I knew I would be called names. In some schools, they call me Margaret Thatcher, different names. But I knew then what I was doing for them was the best for them. And at the end of the day, they would rather pray for me than curse me. So actually, I have no regrets. If I'm looking back, I feel happy, I feel fulfilled.
Apart from meeting old friends, Alumni Associations provides an opportunity for all students to equally contribute their quotas to their alma mater.
When you are free from a school, you need to think of what the school has done to you and give back to the school from what God has given you. And it is that love for the school that made you to say, let us give back to whatever you can give. Associations of those people you have spent life together when you were nobody, and now you are somebody. All of you now gather together to assist the school, to support the school in the developmental program of the school.
It is very important to belong to your alumni association. You will get to network, you will get to contribute to your school. In foreign climes, you don't attend a school without giving back. And that's why you have corporate institutions like Harvard and the rest, So if you give back to your school, you can point to that school tomorrow and say, hey, this is my school, I'm proud to have come here. And so that's the beauty of the joy in having this kind of association.
A dinner was later held where the group head, Current and Public Affairs, TVC News, Babajide Kolade-Otitoju, and alumnus of the school delivered a lecture.
We must be kind to old classmates, respect and trust one another. We must show understanding, honesty and care to our old colleagues. We must be ready to build strong networks and relationships with old classmates. The unfortunate thing about a lot of us is that we find it difficult to even show mercy. You find it difficult to provide the needs of people, even when we are in position to do it.
There was a lot to drink and eat at the event.
83.
To round off their 40th graduation anniversary, the GHS 1983 set took to the dance floor. Ibrahim Alige, TVC News, Ilorin.
40 years after.
It's tough.
I can't even, I'm trying to just, the memory of secondary school that time and then what's going to be like. And some of them, you've never set your eyes on them since you left school.
Yes, many
of them.
I don't think, maybe only about, I could say maybe only about 4 of them I had seen in 40 years.
In those 40 years.
Others, I've not seen them. In fact, I said it during our get-together that there was somebody that I felt like seeing. Because we used to call her Miss Hot Legs then. You know, you can imagine a person who had hot legs. I wanted to see her. How do those legs look? You know, yeah, it's interesting to see some of them who are quite older than us at that time. Some are already in their 60s, you know.
So this will be grandparents now?
Ah, of course, of course.
What's the job?
That one is a policeman, it's a DPO, the one on.
Yeah.
Yes, we used to, you know, he was like our senior brother then. Yeah. So all of those, and this woman was my English teacher. The woman they showed earlier, and our vice principal, very strict woman, tough disciplinarian. We had songs that we composed for her. That's the songs is like, oh, Lufoye Mbo Megbadani. You know, because if she catches you, you know, students usually don't like strict teachers until many years after they've left school. You now appreciate that they brought you up the right way, and it was a good thing to see these people after 40 years and some months, because we left school in June. I remember I left school June 4. June 4, 1983. So it was already more than 40 years and some months. And I'm seeing many of them for the first time, more than 40 years. It's a thing of joy. And we need to contribute to our school. Every year we must come up with a project to make the school better. He's the father of the current governor of Kwara State that built the school. You know, and the school shouldn't be left to rot away. I think
since you guys have reconnected, because some of us that we came later, everybody we now have like a WhatsApp group. We have like a WhatsApp group for everybody for primary, secondary school now. We are in university.
I don't think I can remember my primary school. I remember names, but if I see them, I won't recognize them.
That will be tough.
It'll be tough.
It'll be tough. How many years ago? I think what BKO has done to us is that it goes clean shaven, so we won't know his age. And this has actually exposed him.
Some of them, their faces didn't really change. Look at Nemota Rahim, you know, the light-skinned woman. Just the way she was in her younger days, yes, you know. And Amin, all of them. And Sikira, Latice is the mother of our producer, Zainab.
Oh.
She's also in that picture. Zainab works with current affairs here. You know? That's her mother. She's graduated.
He has mentioned the lessons to be learned from this. And part of it he mentioned in his lecture, which is building ourselves. You know, a lot of people think that old schoolmates reconnecting is a waste of time. And I've explained to some of those in such a group with that. We won't even appreciate what we are doing now until when our children all go their ways and we are left alone. Because the children we are building now, we are not likely, with the way the country is, to have them with us. Most of them are going to
jump. Interested. If you like, build houses for them.
They will not stay there. Your time.
So it is good for us.
Continue to build those mansions.
Yes, to know that we who are classmates are going to remain with ourselves here. And we will need our own companies at that time. It is good we start building now than waiting until that time to start looking for ourselves. And then we can be useful to the school.
stand there talking.
Yeah, be useful, very useful to the school. Now that government alone, we have seen, can't fund education.
You saw that even government college Ibadan, they two came together.
Yes,
they said to even build hostel and other for their school.
Even sporting facilities.
Yes, they have some very rich alumni members. It's a thing of joy. We have to continue to remember where we started.
Yes, sir.
Our humble beginnings.
And it's not as if we've gotten there. Some of us who are on TV, it's not as if we are rich men. They should relax.
If they see you on TV, they think you have so much money. You can't deal with all the demands.
Oh, man. Dr. Oladipo, I want to thank you for your contribution. And the master himself, Babajide Kolade-Otitoju. Yeah. All right, and that's our offering today. Join us tomorrow by 5 p.m. for the regular episode of Journalist Hangout. We're on YouTube, youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. You can watch the repeat broadcast tonight at 11:30 p.m. I'm Ayodele Uzubaku. See you tomorrow, and God bless Nigeria.